Here's something I see all the time that I'd really like to get your input on. And I see it all the time from libertarians. Sometimes libertarians, and especially a small number of individuals where there are a lot, their testimony will be simply their philosophy. And there's one individual in particular who comes up and he's always giving the standard libertarian philosophy on Bill X, which does achieve that third point about getting the philosophy across, but the sense I get from the committee is the moment the guy walks into the room, we already know from just seeing the guy. It's like Pavlovian thing. I see him, I get bored because I know what he's going to say, and I don't agree. So here we go.
Also, most people in our society these days just simply do not think in terms of abstract principles, and they do not respond well to abstract principles.
And that's why I said if you can figure out a way to make it personal.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to
More
go
practical.
in and I'm going to educate them as to the constitutional issues. Okay, that's my role.
Dennis, so we know exactly what you're talking about. Could you name the person or hint at them?
Well, I would hang around in the State House and take a look at the reaction.
No, I would say name him.
Does he
Really?
have long
Yes.
blonde hair and he's an
No.
older gentleman?
No, but I want to find out who that is.
Yeah, he was at the other one the other day.
The person is doing everything in their power to fight for liberty, to fight for everybody's freedom, and you have to respect that to a certain degree. But the fact is, if Howard would testify less, he would accomplish more.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Glad it's not me.
If it was you, I would just tell you. I wouldn't have to make a public thing about it.
Okay. Another one is Dick Marple.
Oh man, Marple shoots us in the foot.
And Lars Christensen.
Well-intentioned men, smart men,
Especially, I'm
working against us.
especially Dick, but and Dick as well as Howard will take positions that are so on the edge that they are counterproductive. Okay? Howard came in and testified against the State Guard bill because he didn't like the idea that it involved government.
It doesn't matter how deeply you believe in the fundamental principle that government is evil and therefore the only just and moral society is an anarcho-capitalist one. This is not the audience to pitch it to.
It ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You have an organized society with a constitution. Therefore, we're never going to be an anarchy.
Yeah.
It just isn't going to happen.
I'm waiting for my son's generation. But anyway.
I would say I'd wait longer than that.
Don't say never.
Never say never.
Remember, anarchy.
Yeah, we're here.
Remember, anarchy is always followed by tyranny.
But we've never done it peacefully.
Yeah. The guy who consults for my organization, he asks what you define competition between private security services is called. His answer is war.
Anyways, but that's exactly what we didn't want to debate. And the whole point being, the personal things, the emotional things. Yes.
Right. So I'll be arguing the constitutional thing, but if you can say, she can go in and say, I want my right of redress. Give it to me now. That's emotional, but that's what will work.
Is there a way that we can perhaps start to introduce gently the concept of thinking about principles by maybe giving testimony about practical examples and then sort of ending it with, this is an example, this is yet another example of the following principle, which is universal.
Sure.
To start, because at some point we have to start introducing principles, or we're always going to be fighting this battle of practicality and never ever winning on principle.
This is a good vehicle. Let those of you who get elected to the legislature do that.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Okay? But that's really a more effective methodology. Remember, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get you're trying to get the legislator to heed you as a member of the public. And you don't, as wrong as it may be, and I believe it is wrong, okay, the legislature is only going to listen to issues of constitutionality from members of their own body or from people from a law school. Sorry, that's just the way it is. It's just not